up, magical people? It is the McKinneys.
What's up?
And we are here to talk about quite a few things. We're actually going to talk about, well, for me, how I ended my water fast, why I ended my water fast, and our journey down the keto lifestyle. So I'm just going to jump right into it. So yes, I started this channel with videos of my water fast. However, I did ended it maybe a week ago. A week ago I did ended it.
Ended it?
It sounds weird.
The hell out of me. It was.
But yeah, so I stopped doing my water fast maybe a week and a half ago, a week ago. And the reason for that was that I wasn't feeling my best. I listened to my body and my body decided to stop. Even though I did want to do a 40-day water fast, I didn't reach it, and it is not, you know, like I failed. It's just my body wasn't ready for it. So I'm going to do more practice. And as of right now, I'm doing intermittent fasting. And every day I do intermittent fasting and stuff to get my body up to it. So maybe eventually, in maybe 6 months or so, I can do a 40-day water fast, which is my goal, which I really do want to do. But yeah, so that's how I ended it. And then we started the keto diet. And yeah.
And I started it actually before her.
Yeah.
It was about, I would say, a week before she actually started the water fast. You did the water fast like about a week ago.
Yeah.
Before I did, yeah. So the reason why I pretty much started it is because actually I did want to just lose some weight. I kind of realized that throughout the years my six-pack turned to six flaps, and I just did not like that. So I was thinking of a way that I can actually kind of help myself lose weight. At that time when I was in shape actually, I didn't have much of a job yet, so I can spend all my time working out. It wasn't an issue. But now it's just kind of when you have the time, really, right?
Yeah.
So my cousin back in Florida, he kind of told me about this keto diet. He was really big and everything like that. He was about 80 pounds overweight or so. And then he was telling me how he was on this diet that basically he lost like 4 or 5 pounds a week after a while, after the water weight. And I was like, sign me up. And he's like, hey, you know, you can still eat bacon on it too. I was like, what? Okay, we're gonna try this. And I've been doing it for a good how long, about a month or so, and I really liked it. I already lost about, I would say, give or take, about 13, 14 pounds. I'm assuming most of it is water weight, but like it's a diet that I can pretty much stick with because it's actual food. You know, it's real food. Like, I can still eat a steak in the long run, and it's not that much of an issue or anything like that. It's just low carbs, and it was a little bit of an adjustment, but I wasn't really much of a sugar person as much anyway. Besides ice cream. Ice cream's awesome.
Okay.
Ice cream's life. But aside from ice cream, I wasn't much of a sugar person and everything like that. And I've never been like a giant fan of rice and noodles anyway, so it's pretty much an easy adjustment for me.
Yeah, and I'm like the opposite. So when he first told me about this, I was just like, yeah, no, you gotta eat rice, you gotta eat pasta. How are you gonna be full? How are you gonna survive? You need energy, you need those
borderline
carbs.
Oppressed me. She oppressed
yes,
me.
I did. I really did. And then I started realizing that, hey, you know, like, you can live without carbs. You can do that. And so I decided, you know, let me try this ketogenic diet. And basically, it is low carbs, about 20 grams of carbs per day, moderate protein, and then high fat. So I really didn't understand it at first, but then I got into it and I started realizing and I started researching. I'm a researcher, so I look up every fucking thing that I can think of. If I'm gonna get a tattoo, I research everything. So like, I'm that type of person. So I started researching. And I started seeing a lot of people doing the ketogenic diet, plus also intermittent fasting, which that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get him to do it, but he just wakes up and just goes in the fridge and just eats. So,
in my sleep.
Yeah, like, you know, So I'm trying to get him to do that because it has really good benefits and stuff like that. Like, I'm intermittent fasting. I haven't eaten all day yet. It's like 12 o'clock.
I think so.
Around maybe 12, 1 o'clock. I haven't eaten. Woke up at 8 o'clock in the morning. Still don't feel hungry. But anyway, that will be in a different video. But yeah, so I started researching a lot of things, and it started to make sense. And then when I said, let me do this, and I'm the type of person that's gonna go all in. Like, I'm not going to half-ass it. So I said, he was like, oh, I'm doing 30 grams of carbs per day. Really strict one is 20. Moderate is like 50. I'm like, nope, I'm going to 20. I'm going to do the 20. That's it. That's what I'm going to do. And all of that stuff. And I started looking up everything and looking every time I go to the supermarket. I look at, all the ingredients. And to my surprise, there are carbs in everything.
Yeah.
It was so shocking to me. And it's not even like, I thought carbs were like maybe like 5 grams, 10 grams. No. I looked at a Pop-Tart and it had 78 grams in a Pop-Tart.
Mm-hmm.
And someone would eat one Pop-Tart for the breakfast in the morning. That's it. And then we'll have lunch and dinner.
Yeah.
And that is so shocking to me that, that's not even 2 days worth of our ketogenic diet in one meal that normal person would have. So it's very shocking and stuff.
And think about it, somewhere out there, little Johnny just ate 4 Pop-Tarts.
Yeah. Like, you could just pop those things. Like, they're not gonna fill you up. Like, like you would have to have that. You have to have milk. That's like a little breakfast thing. But it's not like you can't eat a Pop-Tart for dinner. Maybe some people can eat a Pop-Tart for dinner, but I sure can eat a Pop-Tart, one Pop-Tart for dinner. And that's ridiculous. And so that's why he decided before me, but that's why I decided to do this ketogenic diet. Well, I don't like to call it a diet. I like to call it a lifestyle. Because of the fact that I'm never going back to carbs. I don't count carbs in vegetables like I do, but I don't. When I say never going back to carbs, I'm not talking about vegetable carbs or fruit carbs because, eventually I might go back into fruits and stuff like that. But no pasta, no rice, no bread.
Nothing starchy for the most part.
Yeah, no potato. Those things I'm staying away from.
I feel like I'm just a little bit more strict with you because I don't really eat fruits. Like, I'm kind of strict on what I eat because I'm trying to stay, because at first I started with 30. And then I realized 20 carbs is actually not that bad a day. It's actually pretty easy. But you have to be careful with carbs coming from certain places. Like, for example, we had a cheesecake yesterday. It was low carb, sugar-free cheesecake from Junior's.
Yes.
Awesome, by the way.
So good.
It's not advertising, but get it. Alright, but anyway. So, we realized you have to look. One thing that's kind of annoying is that you have to look at the nutrition facts of everything. You kind of see where everything lies and everything like that. Because I forgot what food we were looking at. We're like, this can't have a lot of carbs in it.
Whipped cream.
Whipped cream.
Yeah.
Certain whipped creams actually, because on the keto diet, you're not supposed to have any type of sugar really. And that also includes high fructose corn syrup, which is regular corn syrup. And I was actually looking at this whipped cream. Should we see the company? Is that wrong?
I don't care.
You don't care?
No.
Okay. Alright, so if I'm correct, I think it's called Ready Whip, right?
I think so.
Ready Whip. Yeah, Ready Whip. And it shows like it's like 1 gram of carb per, if I'm right, like 2 tablespoons or something.
1 tablespoon.
1 tablespoon, right? And like it was like about less than 1 gram of sugar, which is not that bad and everything like that.
But who eats 1 tablespoon of whipped cream?
Exactly.
I mean, like, who does that? Like, you'll have like whipped cream all over everything. Like, that's more than a tablespoon.
Exactly.
And yeah.
Yep, and we tested it out and everything like that. I took I basically like a whole cup of whipped cream. Whipped cream is awesome. And it practically just took me out of ketosis.
Yes. So what we normally do when we're not sure about our type of food that we're eating, how it's affecting our diet, we actually do a glucose level, blood glucose